change management is a very big topic in the SOC 2 compliance framework. Common Criteria 8.1 talks about change management, and I've seen everything from changes being communicated via email to very sophisticated change management ticketing systems, paper forms. There's lots of different ways to do it, but ultimately every organization needs a way to do change management. I'm going to read the requirements from 8.1 because it's a lengthy list and it's not one that I have memorized, but the entity authorizes, designs, develops or acquires, configures, documents, tests, approves, and implements changes to infrastructure, data, software, and procedures to meet its objectives. It's a big requirement, and there's a lot to what I just read out of the criteria. And so when you have a change to anything, whether it's infrastructure or data or software or procedures, you have to be able to show that you authorized it, you designed the change, you configured it, you tested it, and you approved it, and you implemented it. And so you could end up with a very massive database of these are all the changes that we have executed over the years. Here are the ones that were approved. Here are the ones that weren't. Here is the proof that we tested this change. Here's the proof of the initial authorization that we had to determine if this change was necessary. There's a lot of information there. So you just want some way that's appropriate to the size and complexity of your organization to be able to show an auditor, this is everything that we've documented about this. A lot of organizations can cover those requirements in a very easy way, whether it's through a ticketing system or through a form that really represents each one of those pieces of data in some way. This is who authorized it. This is who ultimately approved the final thing after we tested it. And so you would want to have those components in whatever documentation that you've put together for your change management program. But what's so hard for most people is that we operate in such an ad hoc way. We have an emergency. We've got to make this change now. Otherwise, this client isn't going to be happy. And so we make the change and it never gets documented and it never gets identified as a change that occurred. So change management is really about slowing down and applying procedures to make sure that changes are known and that they're approved, and we have that audit trail to look at so that we can understand what changes occurred in our environment if we have some kind of an issue or impact later that would cause us to go back and go, where did this come from? Was this something that was approved or something that came from an outside source? So think about your change management program, what it looks like, where it came from. Does it need to be improved? Does it need to be modified in some way? You need to be able to demonstrate to your auditor that those things are being documented and tracked.